In today's episode of Help I Sexted My Boss,
Jordan has started giving away our book for free.
William's getting saucy.
And we have a letter from a Netflix cheat.
If you enjoy this episode, hit the like button, subscribe, and watch all of our new episodes. Hello and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, aiming to answer your 21st century questions and find those solutions to everyday dilemmas, like what do you do if you can't get the cling film in your Rap Master? And what's the best technique for winning a staring contest? And what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not your usual agony ants, are we? William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert.
No, we're not Jordan North. I'm more Ritz Hotel. You're more Ritz Cracker. That's from Amy. I think we've had that one before, but I do like it. It's a good one.
Sorry about the noise there. Ben just stomping his way in.
Thank you. Oh, look, it's dripping.
I would never have cheese on a Ritz cracker.
Would you not?
No, I'm really into Jacob's wheat crackers at the moment.
Jacob's wheat?
Yeah.
Where do you stand on a Bath Oliver? A Bath Oliver biscuit?
What's one of them?
It's a very large cheese biscuit.
Oh, is that the digestives?
A Bath Oliver's slightly different.
Oh. I'd see. I'm quite particular with my crackers.
Are you?
I do like a Revita.
Okay.
Revita do a good range of crackers, but when you get they're not sponsoring me. When you get home from work and you just want a bit of a Levensies, before your tea, just have a little Revita with some Philly light and ham on, a bit of tomato. Keeps you going.
Any particular brand of ham?
Sainsbury's own, either or.
Billy Bear.
What?
Billy Bear.
Billy
Can
Bear.
you remember when you made me try Billy Bear ham back in my old flat for series 1 or 2? God, it was the most disgusting thing
No,
I've ever
it's
eaten.
not. Billy Bear, don't get me started. I've not had it for ages.
I mean, I'm not that fussy about what I put in my mouth, but that Billy Bear ham was disgusting.
Did I ever tell you? Probably did. How we got onto it. If we went to supermarket and we were good, my mum used to open like Billy Bear ham and like feed us like seals. In trolley.
You, Bradley, Dominic, and Ryan.
Because we used to get it cut. You used to get it cut before it was actually in the packet. So you could get it cut in the supermarket. So she'd get some cut and then like...
Before she paid for it?
Yeah. And then
No.
Feed us it if we're being good.
No, I don't like that.
And it... All right. What? You and Wendy have got some beef at the moment, haven't you?
We've got some ham. I think you're fine.
Oh, you got some... Is there something going on?
Well, after
you
she called me a bitch.
If you... On Friday's bonus, we found out I rung my mum and she went... How's William? Still a bitch?
To be fair, Wendy, that was very funny.
Should we have a gin and tonic?
Yes.
Henley gin.
Henley gin, indeed. Lots of people always ask what's the best gin.
Any.
I've said, yeah, as long as it's unflavoured. None of those sort of new, sort of weird strawberry flavour, elderflower,
Yeah.
Prosecco infused gin.
Or-
No, just
We might change our mind until someone pays us and spot a gin company.
no, we
sponsors
won't.
us.
That's the day that It's got to be a London dry gin, basically. That's what we want.
Henley gin. Lovely part of the world, Henley.
I'd like to propose a toast to Dan and Emily, lovely people, and they're some of producer Ben's friends. In fact, when I say some, there's only two. Two of producer Ben's friends are getting married at the end of this week, and producer Ben has been asked to be a witness.
What, in court?
No, it's when you go and sign the register.
Being a witness?
Yeah, separate to the wedding.
And it's just the legal thing, just to go, yes, they did actually get married. I saw them do it, as it were. That sort of thing.
I wouldn't have Ben as a witness. He'd sing like a canary, wouldn't he?
Dan and Emily,
Dan and Emily.
many happy returns.
Many happy returns.
May you have many, many years of happiness once Ben leaves.
As always, if you need our help with something, then we'd love it if you got in touch. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sextedmyboss.com, or you can tweet us or send us a message on Instagram @sextedmyboss, or you can write to William, who in the fullness of time promises a handwritten reply on one of our luxury greeting cards with executive self-seal envelopes. The address is on the website sextedmyboss.com.
How has your week been, Jordan?
Yeah, thanks for asking. I was up last night till midnight cleaning the house.
Oh, why?
I don't know why.
Is your mum coming?
No, I just decided before I went to bed that the house needed cleaning, so I was bleaching my bathroom till midnight last night.
Right.
Then back up at 6 o'clock and decided to make banana bread.
You decided to make banana bread?
Yeah. So
Wow, is it 2020 all of a sudden?
I don't know why. I'm on one at the moment.
Okay. Well, good on you.
Yeah.
As long as you didn't get any bleach in the banana bread.
No, I didn't get bleach in the banana bread.
They offered me some banana bread downstairs when I arrived in a nice cafe.
I've got a great banana bread recipe if you want it.
What's in it?
It's from the Sunday Brunch Cafe in Islington. I bought the book in lockdown.
Okay.
And it's fantastic. Right? It's very up your street. Yeah, it takes ages to get into that cafe. I've always wanted to go. And you put bananas in it. A couple of
Stop.
and some
Dates.
yeah, and cinnamon. Oh,
Yeah.
and they teach you how to make cinnamon butter and stuff. It's a great recipe.
Well, get some butter, get
Yeah.
some cinnamon, melt
Yeah.
it together.
Do you think this is the borderline ADHD?
What? Making banana bread?
Up until 12 and then
I mean, I love cleaning, don't get me wrong, but I would not be doing it at midnight.
I couldn't get. I was like, right, it's bugging me. I need to do it now. So I did everything. Bleached the sink, you name it, did it all. So yeah, did that.
Okay, so that's really been the highlight of your week.
Also, as well, this might be something to do with it. Now, coffee.
Yes.
We have very different opinions on coffee. We're both coffee lovers, aren't
Yes,
we?
and you are, and Jordan has got a weird, you like very strong coffee, and actually you are the sort of person who likes their food and drink to hurt them.
Yes.
Particularly coffee. When we were away at the holiday cottages a few weeks ago, Mikey and I had the filter coffee. You ordered some. It's a really nice cup of coffee. You can taste the notes. You were like, oh, it's like piss. Oh, I hate it. You ordered their Americano. I find Americanos generally far too strong. And you're like, oh, that's proper coffee. It actually blows your head off.
Yeah.
And then at home, you just chuck in all this coffee.
So I actually use number 5, which is the espresso blend. So it'll usually say when you buy it, espresso coffee, which is meant to be a shot.
I will say this again. If you are buying coffee that has numbers on it, it is not good coffee.
Well, I went to the supermarket recently and I didn't know they did it. I bought number 7, right? And this week, and as I'm speaking to you, William, I am absolutely off my tits. Honestly.
And how many cups of coffee do you normally have a day?
2 big mugs in the morning,
Okay.
black cups of coffee, black coffee.
So that's 4 cups, basically.
Call the cops, I am off my chops. It's honestly, I have this when I wake up, I'm gurning by 10 o'clock.
Gurning? Right, I'm
Yeah.
doing funny things with your mouth.
So like, I'm at number 7, but I'm worried it's a bit like drugs. Like,
Yeah.
would you, and because once you have a bit, well, is that it now? Am I going to be like going to backstreet dealers
Well,
getting
you're-
number 20 coffee?
You are confusing your taste buds. And you're not confusing them, you are destroying them. You're burning them off. And that's probably why you now need number 7 coffee, because you've done number 5 for so long and made it far too strong that actually you've become accustomed to the taste.
Proper. I don't like that stuff you have, and that filter one we had was just wasn't for me. But yeah, that's my week. I've been making banana bread, cleaning till midnight, and I'm off my chops on coffee.
Okay, well maybe, and again, I sort of talked about this last week, since someone suggested to me, because I was getting a few caffeine shakes, wait at least 90 minutes from getting up to having your first cup of coffee, and it does make a difference. You don't crash in the middle of the day then.
Do you?
It does
Really?
make a difference.
I should try that actually, shouldn't I?
It's a real discipline, and trust me, you are like even I will still be thinking like, oh, I really just want coffee. I just want coffee. But just do other stuff. Go and be proactive. Do a shower.
You need
change.
a warm something though, don't you, to wake you up? Oh, come on, grow up. Yeah. Okay, I'll try that. I don't drink much because I've cut back because I do get a crash. I only have 2 in the morning, then 1, maybe 2 in the afternoon.
And you don't do milky coffees, do
No,
you?
I haven't. I have an espresso now in the afternoon.
Espresso in the afternoon?
Yeah, because I see it on TikTok.
Good God.
This Italian one was like, "Hey, allora Petrucci, why you all in America and in Britain drinking a flat white and what's the other one called?
Latte?
Latte. That's a morning drink. You just need an espresso."
Did you know in Italy it's very bad form to have a cappuccino after 11 o'clock?
Yeah, 11 a.m. That's what the video is about.
Oh, okay.
That was the whole thing. So it's a morning coffee, innit? Because it's milky.
Cappuccinos for morning,
So
yeah.
they have espresso or black Americano, which is basically an espresso just with hot water in.
Oh, okay.
Did you not know that?
What?
An Americano.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's too strong.
Yeah.
Sorry, my brain was on a coffee shop in Paris I went to.
I feel like we've talked about coffee a lot here.
We do coffee a lot on this podcast. Let's crash on.
How's your week been?
Yes, fine. I went and saw my friends Imogen and Matt and they're lovely kids.
How
for
many friends do you have?
a lot.
You do have a lot of friends.
And anyway, we went and had a lovely meal. And going over in where we were was by the river, which is very nice, and sort of over in a sort of a private area of the hotel we were in, there was obviously a surprise party going on. So lots of people, about 30 people had gathered. And obviously the person who was being surprised arrived and was obviously clearly incredibly emotional about it. And, oh, wow, this is amazing. And we're sort of doing all the sort of hyperventilating act. And all 30 of the guests, I looked over to it, were filming her hyperventilating. And it just was a sea of phones. And that's clearly all she could see was just everyone filming it. And I thought, not everyone needs to film that. She's not going to look through all 30 videos of her hyperventilating. It just needs one person to film it.
It's like Black Mirror.
So my suggestion for people with surprise parties, get one person to film it and everyone else to be there sort of, clapping, cheering, rather than filming it. It was actually borderline depressing.
Yeah.
I just thought that poor woman, and all they're doing is filming it. Organise it a bit better.
Have you ever had a surprise party?
Have I had a surprise party? I've had surprises for my birthday, but I wouldn't call it like when my parents, Mikey arranged for my parents and James to surprise me a couple of times. It was more of a shock, but I've had that. But I wouldn't say I've walked in. Correct me if I'm wrong, everyone, but I don't think I've walked in and people have gone, surprise.
I dread it, like you see on sitcoms or the adverts. I'd hate it if you come into your house and you walked in and you were like slagging someone off, or you went straight to go and have a poo or something like that, and everyone was like, hearing you. I dread it.
Yes, I think
Walking in going, hey!
some people love it, some people hate it. I am in the process, I know we are months and months and months away, I'm in the process of planning. Why is producer Ben changing his sock?
Why
Sorry.
are you taking your sock off?
I ate my toe.
Oh,
My
his
toe.
Oh, my toe.
What are you doing?
Oh, he broke his toe.
Running?
Yeah. Or
Told you that bloody running club a bit deafy, yeah?
Stubbing my toe.
He stubbed his toe.
Oh, did you? Oh, have you seen that Australian bloke who stubbed his toe? Oh, it's the funniest video ever. Have you not seen it? Oh, I've got to find it. He stubs his toe and lets off It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I've got to get it, You come round here. Watch this. It's the funniest. Right, watch.
Oh, you fucking to the fucking thing. Fuck me in the fucking ass.
Right, we were in. I can't remember what we were in the middle of doing. Oh, months in advance, but I am beginning to plan my 35th birthday celebration.
Oh, okay.
Because as I mentioned last Tuesday's episode, obviously I've got this potential operation coming up.
Yes.
So I'm also planning something for me to look forward to. So it can sort of, distracts me from...
Oh, how fitting.
What?
Oh, we'd be so sweet with me being deaf in one ear and you being blind in one eye. Oh, we could get you a little pudgy bear patch. Oh. You on your little 35th birthday with a little pudgy bear. Oh, you'd be so adorable. What with me being deaf in one ear and you potentially blind in one eye?
And then not being able to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, have you got Ben's 30th birthday? Is it a surprise?
No, it's not.
Oh, thank God for that. I shit myself then. Because Kat sent it.
It's not a surprise anymore.
Oh, have you got Ben's 30th birthday party?
Yes, I do already have arrangements for that.
I know, yeah. Do you know about this? I think he's a bit out of order. It's Ben's 30th in December.
Yeah.
He's booked a pub. And
Yes.
you're going...
To the gay panto.
Oh,
I'm going to come afterwards.
can't you just... I think you should cancel the panto.
Yeah.
I do. I think he's
Yeah, but
one of
we've
your best
already bought
friends.
the tickets.
Sell him on. He's one of your best friends. You can go another time. I'm just going to say, that's my personal opinion there.
Well, okay.
Anything else you want to talk about this week?
No, I think that's it, really.
Can we watch the Australian stubbing his toe one more time?
No. Afterwards, in the break.
It's so funny.
It's not that funny.
It's so funny. It is. Okay.
I'm also, talking of Australians, though, I'm getting lots of requests for Australian media at the moment.
Great.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Good earner.
no.
Are they not?
No, and you have to stay up until about midnight to do
I
it.
bet. Would you ever go swimming in the Australian sea?
No. I
what-
won't go swimming in any sea.
Would you not?
No.
I love swimming in the sea.
No.
I just couldn't go.
You never know what's underneath you.
Snakes, sharks, spiders.
Do snakes are in the sea?
No, but
they're
just
in
in
rivers.
general. I wouldn't be able to sleep in a hotel room knowing a snake could get in.
No, so, yeah, anyway.
Should we do your etiquettemology before the listeners' questions?
Yes, here's the jingle.
It's William, the etiquette geek. His knowledge is quite unique. He'll give you manners, a subtle tweak. It's time for William's etiquettemology of the week.
Cha-cha-cha. There's no cha-cha-cha on that jingle, but there should be. This week, I'm going to tell you, why do we call saucers, as in a teacup and saucer, saucers?
If we scrap in Jordan's Jolly Joke of the Week, this is going as well. We'll...
No, but people like this.
I agree, people do, sorry. We'll tell you why saucers are called saucers after these messages. Okay, Gene Divas, thanks for sticking with us. It's time for William's etiquettemology of the week. Why are saucers called saucers?
Well, whilst teacups have existed in China for hundreds of years, they were standalone items and had no sauce. And for those that have been to China or gone to Chinese restaurants, you'll know that they still exist. The Chinese teacups, the gai ones, they're sort of just little pots, like big egg cups, but without the foot. Anyway, when tea arrived in Europe in the 17th century, not only was it seen as new and exotic, but it was incredibly expensive. And there were lots of strict rules that evolved around serving tea. And it wasn't considered good form to hand over, if the lady of the house poured the tea for someone, to hand over the teacup touching the rim, because germs and hygiene, and people even in the 17th century were fussy about germs, because it was then going to touch the lips when you drink it. So they adopted a small round dish that sat underneath the teacup that enabled the hostess to pass it to her guests without touching the cup. There were no handles on teacups at this point either, we should say, so handles came later. And these small round dishes took on various names depending on where you were. In Germany, they were called Untertasse, undercup. In France, it was Soucoupe, undercup. In Italian, piattina, meaning little plate. But in England, we said saucer. And why we said that is because in Britain, these small round dishes that they were using, and they weren't purpose-made for teacups, were familiar to everyone because at that point, we used small round dishes in metal or wood for sauce, literally for sauces. You would put your... I'm not going to say béarnaise sauce because I'm not sure they had béarnaise sauce back then. But for example, the equivalent of a béarnaise sauce or a ketchup was in this deeper dish literally for sauce. And they sort of multi-purposed and married that up and said, we'll pass this teacup on a saucer. And that's why they're called saucers, even though sauce now doesn't go in a saucer.
So they put actual sauce in the cup?
Yes, but
in the cup?
No, not in the cup, in the actual dish that was a saucer. But it wasn't specifically for teacups. And then over time, they thought, we'll create special dishes similarly shaped for teacups.
Why are they called flying saucers?
That's a type of confectionery, isn't it?
No.
Oh, you mean in...
Unidentified flying...
objects?
Yeah, but they're called flying saucers, aren't they?
Well, because they're sort of saucer shape, aren't they? Well, they're sort of round and they go up.
Well, you could do that for your etiquettemology of the week.
I'll clear my diary.
Okay.
I'll do that. Anyway, so they're called saucers because they used to have sauce in them, but they don't anymore. Is basically what I could have said.
Well, it's very interesting.
Thank you very much. Should we go on to the listeners' dilemmas?
Let's do it.
This one is from Alexandra. Hi, William and Jordan. A colleague I became friends with got married 2 years ago, and my present to her was a gift card. Fast forward 2 years, and the gift card has been found in a work bag by another colleague. She obviously put it in there and forgot to take it out, but has since left the business, so the bag was handed to someone else. The colleague who found it has now contacted me to say she will return it back to me. The gift card is still valid. Question is, do I give the gift card to the original intended giftee, or just keep it for myself? Alexandra.
Alexandra, you're a good person that you're asking this question, because most people would have just gone and spent it themselves, and I think you should.
Yeah.
I think you should.
And
unless you're really close and still in touch. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah.
Yeah, and if she left it, then and she did forget about it. Clearly, I don't hate to say this to Alexandra, probably didn't mean that much to her. But yes, if you are still in contact with her, I would say you return it to her somehow.
No, or just spend it. Can I just say as well?
Yes.
People turn their nose up at gift cards. I love a gift card. You know, people say, it's a bit thoughtless. No, it's not.
I think it can be thoughtless when it's a generic one.
I got
think
you a John Lewis one for your engagement.
Yes, but that's good because that's not generic. Because I'd shop in John Lewis and there are lots of things. But when it's like this, you can use it anyway gift card.
That's the ones I get for people at work and stuff. Because then you can use it anywhere.
I've never seen one of them.
I mean, for my proper colleagues. Right. I got a Greggs one once. I was buzzing. 50 quid on Greggs. It took me about 2 years.
Shop.
I know, it took me 2 years to spend. Seriously. Honestly. It was brilliant. I didn't pay for Greggs for about 18 months. I was buzzing.
You've gone proper northern talking about Greggs.
That Jordan has certain trigger topics that if you talk about certain things, he will become Jordan North, not Jordan South.
Give me another topic then.
The British Museum.
I absolutely love the museum. It's a fantastic piece of art and culture around in central London.
Sean Dyche.
Best manager we've ever bloody had. Let me tell you that, right? I'm telling you now. I am telling you now. He's best manager we've ever had. He's cracking. Right.
This is from Emma. Hi, Jordan, William and EPB. My partner and I recently adopted a rescue puppy. We asked our landlord for permission and they requested we give the neighbours below a heads up. While they were incredibly difficult at first, we eventually found a compromise which involved us buying more carpet and floor soundproofing in the flat. In short, we spent a lot of money to appease them. They told us we've been excellent neighbours as we're quiet, clean, respectful and take pride in our home. However, since we got the puppy, it's been a bit tense. The puppy has been incredible, sleeping all night and rarely making any noise. Regardless, they sent us a text exaggerating that she had been barking and distracting them on calls, which simply isn't true, so we sent a polite note back explaining that she is in fact as quiet as a mouse. And then one night, I went for a walk outside, only to step in something warm and squishy. A bag of poop which was placed directly in front of our doorstep. Needless to say, it's certainly not ours or our dog's. We're almost certain it's our downstairs neighbours who have put it there, falsely assuming it's our dog's. These are the same people who once told us they'd looked into our flat through the letterbox, and the other neighbours generally agree they're a couple of Karens. Do I confront them and explain it's not our dog's poop, or just ignore it and not give them the satisfaction? They love any excuse to complain, reasonable or not. Plus, we have no actual proof aside from no one else knowing we have a dog, and we asked the other neighbours. I know you said you wouldn't do any more poop dilemmas, but I hope for the sake of our very cute dog and my sanity, you'll make an exception. Thanks, Emma.
Yeah, go round. Go round and give them what for, Emma.
How would you... Do you want to roleplay this? If I be the Karen neighbour and you be Emma?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Sometimes you got to go round. I've said it before. Get your leggings on. Tie your hair up. Channel your inner Wendy and give them what for.
Give it to me then. One moment. Oh, hello, Emma.
That is not my dog shit. I know my dog shit when I see my dog shit, and I am telling you now, that is not my dog shit. And another thing, that dog is as quiet as a mouse. It's not my dog that's making that noise and leaving dog shit everywhere. So, next time you decide to leave dog shit on my doorstep, I'll rub it in your pissing nose, love, all right? You say love at end of the sentence. All right? I said all right.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
You didn't put up much of a fight with him.
I like your potpourri and your thingy. What have you got
My
there?
what?
Potpourri. What's it called?
Potpourri.
Potpourri. Then you say something like that. Smells nice. Anyway, no, probably shouldn't be that threatening.
No, it's a little bit aggressive.
It was a little bit aggressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emma, I would say you want to try to rise above it. I think you don't want to sink to their level.
No, I think you should go around and just... I think genuinely, seriously, you should go around and say, look, can we just talk about this? Because I don't think the dog's making that much noise. Can you tell me when? And then you can say, actually, we're in the house at that time. Or maybe you're not in the house at that time and it is barking.
Or you go, next time you hear it, please record it and play it to us.
Just speak to them properly.
And then we can discuss.
Speak to them properly. We had to complain about our dogs, our neighbour's dog. He was barking constantly.
Do you know what you could do? This is a little bit extreme and a bit expensive, unless you find a friend to take the dog. Remove the dog for like a week or 2 weeks from the house. Like get someone else to look up, check them into kennels, give them to a friend. And then if within the week they go, well, that dog's been so loud, you can go, fun fact, hasn't been in the house for an entire week.
We complained, but apparently all the other neighbours had, so the council went round and gave them an order. So they got another dog to stop it from barking when they were at work.
That seems counterproductive.
Which goes to my point is, I would love a dog.
Yeah.
I would love a dog, but it wouldn't be fair because it'd just be an house on their own all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. My neighbours, Tom and Leanne, get very wound up if their dog barks, and they are conscious of they don't want to disrupt the neighbours. And to be fair, Heidi doesn't bark that much. That's the dog. But yeah, I know people do really worry about it. But you sometimes you can't help it. A dog's a dog.
Wendy wanted me to correct you as well. She's not following Frank round with mop and bucket. It's just one of those squirty mops.
Oh, they're good, those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one of those squirty mops.
And how is Frank?
He's all right. She did try, and a lot of people messaged saying you want to put a nappy on him, but he's too skinny for it. It slips off. So
That's a shame.
you sick bastard! Where'd you get your fucking kicks?
Casualty.
What?
Did Wendy say something about William laughing at Frank?
Oh, that's maybe where it started. The Wendy beef. Because you laughed at Frank.
No, I didn't laugh at Frank.
No,
I laughed at the image of your mother following your dog, or indeed anything, round with a mop and bucket.
She's following around with a mop and bucket. She's usually got a dishcloth in her hand, but at the moment it's a mop. Just gets up and pisses everywhere. Bless him.
That's just Frank.
She puts him in, he sleeps in the shower now as well.
Oh.
Fucking hell. He's got a little bed in the shower.
Oh.
He just wipes it down.
That's very practical.
Yeah. It's like one of those, baby mats he sleeps on now, so you can wipe it down. Anyway.
This one's from Bob. Dear William Jordan.
He's not the only one. Frank's not the only one that's been pissing himself in the North household. He used to piss himself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you used to wet yourself.
I know,
You?
she's had a lifetime of dealing with pissy people, my mum. She has. Poor cow. She did. Me and I were done. Do you know, she always says we went to Butlins, yeah? And she said she spent half the holiday going to laundrette, drying piss-stained sheets and stuff. In Butlins, laundrette.
Coping with your urological spasms. This is from Bob. Dear William Jordan, EPP and Diego, I've got a short and sweet one for you. Tell us more. If someone sits opposite you on a train, what do you do? Where do you look? Any help would be appreciated. Kind regards, Bob.
Avoid eye contact and crotch contact.
Crotch contact?
Well, don't look down at the crotch, do you?
Well, hopefully there's a table in the way.
That's why God invented mobile phones and books.
Or magazines. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. I think you sort of, as they take their seat, if you're already there, Bob, you sort of go, hello, and make eye contact with
What
them.
do you do?
Hello.
Don't say hello to someone like that when you're sitting opposite them.
Why? What was wrong with that?
Might as well be like, hello.
Hello. And that's all you need to say?
Just say, hiya, or just a...
Yes, you sort of pull that face. And actually, fun fact, when people give you what we call the tight-lipped smile, so like this, Jordan.
Oh, yeah, what is that?
That's basically like they don't want to say anything, or they have an opinion but they're not saying it, and they don't actually want to speak. So you can interpret the...
Just that, like, middle-class boy smile, innit?
You normally see that tight-lipped smile on women when you ask their opinion about another woman. So if I said to Wendy, oh, what do you think of Sheila, from just a random person? And she goes, oh, she's really nice.
Well, let me stop you there, because she wouldn't.
No, okay, well, maybe Wendy
That
is
was
a
a very
bad
bad
example
example.
here. But if a
She's
woman...
like, how long have you got?
If a woman has an opinion about another woman, they don't want to share it, they will often give a tight-lipped smile.
Okay.
It shows that they do have an opinion, but they don't want to say it.
Tight-lip smile.
Yeah. So anyway, going back to the train, I would sort of make eye contact, acknowledge their existence, but yes, I wouldn't then stare at them once they're sitting in their seat.
Okay, next one. We're crashing through these, aren't we?
This is from Lydia. What an upmarket name.
Is it?
Well, hi, William Jordan.
I didn't mean any disrespect there,
What?
Lydia.
Yes, Lydia.
I know loads of Lydias. I've never thought of it being upmarket.
I know Lydia's too, and I think they're quite upmarket. Lydia Hawksworth from Keeping Up Appearances.
Who's that?
One of the rival neighbours, 0-5. Hi, William Jordan, EPB. Should I forgive my partner for betraying my trust and watching the season finale of a TV show we've been watching together? We started watching a popular reality TV show together a few weeks ago. It's not a show he has previously been interested in, and he got hooked after the first episode. The last few weeks have been bliss. We had a little routine of making dinner and then getting the next episode on.
There's no better than when you're into a good series, is there?
However, I had a work night on the release day, so we agreed to watch it the day after. The next day came along and I noticed that the episode had already been watched. That's a rookie mistake. The treachery still boils my blood. The worst bit was he didn't even have the guts to tell me he did it. Now I need to know if my anger is justified and if I should forgive him despite his obvious untrustworthy nature. Also, how can I get my revenge? All ideas welcome. Kind regards, Lydia.
Shit in his shoes.
It's a bit extreme.
No, I'm joking. It is treacherous, that. It's really bad.
I mean, I'd rather that than they had an affair.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things.
Fair enough, but I can also see his side because if your other half goes away and you're watching stuff together, there's naught to watch. You're like, it's always typical. There's naught to watch. What do you and Mikey watch together? Everything.
We've watched most things. We've just finished Only Murders in the Building, Series 3.
Is that any good, that?
Love it. We're watching the Laura Kuenssberg thing on your recommendation.
Very good.
Yes, the documentary.
Love and Death is really good as well on
Okay,
ITV.
haven't done that.
Mary-Kate and Ashley are in it, or one of them.
Mary-Kate and Ashley?
Yeah. Two of a kind, though. It's their sister. It's fantastic. It's about a murder in Texas. Oh, it's good.
Okay. Lydia's partner, I would say, top tip for you, I haven't done this myself. If you are going to get ahead, create a separate profile on the, let's just say
How
Netflix.
many times have you done this?
Then you can watch it and then you delete that profile. Don't watch it. You've clearly watched it on Lydia's or your shared profile. Create another profile, watch it, delete it. It's just my advice.
Wow. That's...
You are next level sneaky.
No.
You'd be great at having an affair, you. You'd never get caught.
I've never done that, but I have thought about doing it before. Just a suggestion.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think that's that
It's
bad.
quite treacherous, Lydia. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it really isn't.
No.
But, yeah. Just, you'll find ways of getting his own back. Do what most people do and don't let it slide for 2 years. You know, when you're out like at Christmas markets having a lovely day and he says, oh, we're having such a lovely day, and go, yeah, it'd be better if you didn't watch that bloody episode without me. That kind of.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Never got that.
I just sit on it for a while, as it were, and bring it out and go, and you're not having that because blah, blah, blah. I'm taking my revenge now.
Okay.
That's what I'd do. This is from Philip. Dear William, Jordan and Ben, I drink tea out of a mug. Sorry, William, both at home and in the office. At home, I drink various kinds of tea, so naturally I wash my mug out after each use. At the office, I only drink English breakfast tea, and remembering advice I heard once to never wash a teapot because the residue helps to season the next brew, I don't wash my work mug. And the inside is nearly black. Lovely. Today, a colleague who saw it suggested I wash the mug, and I told them about the teapot seasoning advice. The mug never leaves my office, and the inside is rarely seen by others, and even less frequently remarked upon. But I want to know, am I right about the teapot thing? Can that advice be transferred to mugs? Is there etiquette on the cleanliness of private mugs which remain in the office? Yours faithfully, Philip. Means sincerely, but yours faithfully, Philip.
At the BBC, we don't really have mugs.
Oh, really?
It's the first workplace I've ever worked at where no one has their own personal mug. Because they're all like white, just plain white porcelain ones.
Right.
How posh did I sound then?
Porcelain.
Porcelain
Yeah.
ones. Porcelain ones. The plain white porcelain ones, darling. So, yeah, it's Muggate at Rock FM in Preston, because most of them were Preston fans. I had a Burnley mug. They used to hide it all the time. It used to piss me off, because it was like footy banter.
Yes, hilarious.
How are you getting on with your big game mug that I got you for your birthday?
He's called Mikey.
Oh, my God. I'll give you that one, you little shit. I'll give you that one. Have a good eye. That's one of your best ones, my little flower pot. Oh, he is good. He's very quick. Also, I've been thinking of, like, obviously after our lovely weekend away with you and Mikey, I probably do need to change my impression of him. Because I actually think if I could come up with one that's a bit more like him, it could be funnier. He's literally not like the stereotypical builder I make him out to be.
No.
I actually love him to bits, you do.
I know. I'm relatively
genuinely-
fond of him as well.
And you notice whether we're together, me and Mikey always end up sitting next to each other.
Yes.
Because we always like, you'll be chatting away and we'll always just get little lines in and little digs.
Yeah. At me, normally.
Oh, I'll give you that one.
Anyway, yes. So going back to Philip's letter, teapots, yes, generally, you might swill out the teapot with water, but some people say fairy liquid on teapots, or washing up liquid, whatever, probably don't. If it's a silver teapot, definitely sort of rinse it out rather than using washing up liquid. But I would say with a mug, I would wash that out. I don't really think you don't prepare tea in the mug necessarily, so I would wash that. It sounds absolutely horrific, Philip.
I'm a little teapot,
Pot short and stout.
Here's my handle, here's my spout. What's the rest of it?
When you tip me over, hear me shout.
Tip me up and pour me out. Any more for any more?
No, that's it. We're through. We're spent.
Oh, okay. Any village notices?
Village notices.
Church notices?
Are we the village people?
Just remember, I know we keep going on about it, but our book is out very, very soon. You can pre-order
you can
it.
Smell it. Less than a month.
Pre-order it, and that means if you pre-order it, it will arrive on the release date. I did it with Michael Wolfswan.
Who's Michael Wolf?
He wrote about the Murdoch dynasty.
Oh, okay.
Dynasty. And it arrives on the day it's out. So it won't arrive a week after, it'll arrive on the day it's out. I assume.
Yeah, sometimes I pre-ordered things before, and sometimes they arrive like the day before.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so you might even get it earlier.
sextedmyboss.com/book.
That's book, for those that speak English.
As always, remember you can listen every Tuesday. Oh, by the way, just before we move on. Now, you know what I'm like when we go on tour and guest lists? Yeah. How many books can we give out for free?
Not many.
Oh, okay.
0.
Like, you get a free one, I think. I get a free one.
Don't be tight.
Ben will give it a discount.
We can't give out free books.
No.
So you want me to charge my mum and dad for a book?
Yes, mine have pre-ordered
Buy
it.
one.
Oh, you Southerners, honestly. You expect me to charge my mum and dad for a book?
Yeah.
Oh, they'll never live it down. She'd tell everyone. Have you seen our Jordan Lee book?
Sale's a sale.
Charge me for that. Linda, he charged me for that. He did.
Well, you tell them to pre-order it and I'll sign it for them for free.
They don't want your signature. Oh, God.
All my family have pre-ordered it.
You never charge family. That's what my mum always says.
Well.
As always, remember you can listen every Tuesday and Friday. You can watch us on
tense now,
YouTube
this
on
weekend.
Wednesday. I'm not asking to give anyone, but like a free one from mum and dad and our Ryan. And me Auntie Mags.
Here we go. And Grandma Glennis.
She wants to put one in the library at her school. Oh, no, yeah, it probably won't be available.
I wouldn't put it in any school library.
Oh, yeah, I'm Grandma Glennis.
No.
And Nigel.
No. 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 No.
Bill and Michelle want one as well.
Yeah, great. Do you know where they need to go? sextedmyboss.com/book.
You are a ruthless capitalist, William Hanson.
Bill and Michelle aren't even family.
They take my mum to Aldi every Tuesday, actually. So if that's not family, I don't know what it is. And they take the dog out when my mum can't. They mop round dog when she's out. They do. They go in.
Should we dedicate the book? Is it too late to dedicate the book to Frank?
They do. They take her to Aldi on a Tuesday, and when she's out, they'll go and mop round the house after the dog. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sextedmyboss.com. You can tweet us or send us a message on Instagram, sextedmyboss, or you can write to William, who in the fullness of time promises a handwritten reply in one of our luxury greeting cards with executive self-seal envelopes. The address is on the website, sextedmyboss.com.